Hello, thanks for joining us for our next video. This is news of a new release. So we have got a range of quite a few of our own house inks. We've tried to do a nice range of colours, and to begin with they followed a Celtic theme. We're a Welsh retailer, so we thought we'd do something that sort of built on our heritage here, so a Welsh theme, and then also a Scottish and Irish theme, and we've also have a few English themed inks in our collection as well. So I think we're on 18 colours now. So this one actually is our number 19th ink. It's named after a beach in Pembrokeshire in southwest Wales called Barafundle Bay. It's an unusual colour of ink actually. It's an ink type, colour and sort of characteristic that's become quite popular recently. A few other ink manufacturers have brought out inks that have got similar features to this, and I think people have been keen for new colours. So we've managed to mix up our own version of a multicolour shading ink. So there's no sheen on this one, as there are on some of our other Pure Pens inks, but this one shades, and if you look really closely you'll be able to see that it shades in a few different colours. So as with our other inks, we've got a little ink swatch on the top with the name, and also an ink swatch on a label on the front of the bottle, which is written with the ink and also swatched with the ink. So I thought I would just do a handwriting sample on some good quality paper. So I've got a Rhodia notepad there, and also do a swatch with a cotton bud that you can see in the background too. One thing I would just advise, these little stickers on the front of the bottles, it's really difficult to get good quality paper in these because you know, Rhodia and Tomoe River don't make removable miniature labels like this, so you will sometimes see a little bit of feathering and the colour not quite coming across as well as it would if you were using a good writing paper. So I'm going to start off doing an ink swatch with a cotton bud. So I'll open up this newly bottled ink, dip this cotton bud in, and do a nice big swatch on the front of this page. So you can see it's relatively pale ink. That's sort of a characteristic of this type of ink, that it's going to be quite pale. I'll do a handwriting sample as well so you can see what it's going to look like when it's been written with. So I'll just pop that down there, and then as I filled up this pen ready to go, this is a TWSBI Eco with the piston filler mechanism, so it's all full, and it's got a 1.1mm stub italic. So a broad nib is probably the best type to be able to see the shading characteristics of an ink like this. So once this ink is dry, I shall zoom in and try and take a nice good photograph of it so that you can see the colours that are coming through in these darker areas versus the lighter areas like that, and also on this handwriting. So this ink has now pretty much dried on this 80-gram Rhodia lined paper. So I'm going to try and zoom it in so that you can see the colours that come across when you've written like this. I'm not really sure how this is going to go, but let's see what we can do. So I think the shading's definitely coming through, and on this big swatch that I've done, I don't know how easy it is to see you've got the shading, you've got the pale blue over this side, darker blue where I've gone over it a little bit more. You've got a bit of a purpley colour coming through where it's at its wettest, almost concentrated, and then just up above it then, around the edges, you've got a bit of a turquoisey green colour. So you've got blue, purple and green all coming through really. Like I said, this is a 1.1mm stub italic nib. The shading's definitely coming across here. I can see that on these zigzag lines, especially the downstrokes of the K and the H there. It's just the different colours that are coming through, whether you can see that. I'll do a swatch now on some Tomoe River paper so you can see how it behaves there. So as they used to say on kids TV programs when I was younger, here's one I prepared earlier. This is a nebula notebook from Colourverse that we sell on our website. It's made with Tomoe River paper, I've done a nice wet ink swatch using that cotton bud there, let it dry, and I think this has given a really good indication of the underlying dye and ink colours that you can see coming through. So you've got the pale blue at the bottom there, which is the sort of the colour of the ink, and then as you lay it on a little bit thicker, you've got this sort of purpley lavender colour, I guess, with the turquoisey greeny blue as well. Yeah, quite pleased with how this ink has come out. Hope you enjoyed our little sneak peek of this new colour. It's available to buy on our website now. We'll put the link in the description of the video. Please do comment with your thoughts. Be sure to subscribe and sign up for notifications if you enjoyed this video and want to see other videos like this.